Right, coming back on MTG Arena, we're going to crack 50 plus packs. Lord of the Rings, the lovely Lord of the Rings music from MTG, yes. So it's the new first day today, I think, it's been released. So it should be an exciting one. So I've got the, I basically did the pre-order pack, you know, where you get 50 booster packs for like a relatively small sum of money. I've got loads of actually. I just bought the season pass, whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called now. The master pass, whatever it's called, for the last one. So I got a load of boosters on top of that. Can I move across? By opening them if I can. So probably just open the Lord of the Rings ones. Might open the others as a bonus. Got these golden packs as well. We might do those later also. So I've got loads to go through. So yep, without further ado, let's get into it. Nice music though. I like the way it's not the movie as well. I like the way it's, you know, it's different artwork. It's not based on, I can't remember any of the characters now. Who played Frodo Baggins? I can't remember his name now. Whatever he was called. And all the rest of them, you know. I've got all the names now. Stephen Lee, I was going to say. Christopher Lee and all the others of that. I forgot all the names. Liv Tyler. Legolas. Skateboarding Legolas. All those ones. This is not based on any of them. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Right, Lord of the Rings there. Universes Beyond. So we've got all these as well. Might open those as a bonus later. It's going to be a long video. We've got some bonuses for getting it. We got Gandalf the White and Aragorn or somebody. So let's have a look. I'm not sure what the trace cards generally are. I think Gollum's meant to be a good one. There's some Goblin or Orc Archers, I think, are meant to be very good. Samwise Gamgee as well. Things may be good. Old Man Willow. So I think these are the ones we're kind of aiming for. Obviously, the name cards are always good, aren't they? You know, anything with Gandalf on. But I think generally, those seem to be the ones. I think they're the good ones. So let's get into it. What have we got first? Well, we got... we won't get the rare yet. We'll leave you in suspense. Gwalhir the Wind Lord. This spell costs 2 less to cast as long as you've drawn 2 more cards this turn. Of which you have Vigilance. Control Vigilance. Got some bread. Lembas bread. Look at that. That's not bad. Lembas bread is well. First scry 1 and draw a card. Sacrifice the bread. You gain 3 life. When it's put to the graveyard from the battlefield, it only shuffles it into their library. Fire of Orthanc. Destroy target artifact to land. A creature out flying can't block this turn. Alright. We've got Treason of Isengard. So you put up to 1 target instant sorcery card for your graveyard on top of your library. Amass Orcs 2. Got Eastmark Cavalier. Vigilance. Whenever Eastmark Cavalier deals damage to a goblin or orc, destroy that creature. Okay. And then what's the rare then? I think we've done all that. What's the rare? We've got some wild cards here. Glowing Dwarf Emissary. Yes. Legendary creature. Dwarf Advisor. Whenever you cast a historic spell, which I think is... Oh, there it says the artifacts, legends, or sagas. I used to think it just meant cards playing historic when I did that. I didn't realise that, but a bit confusing that really. Create treasure triggers. Ability triggers only once each turn. Target treasure. Goad target creature. Goad until next turn. A goaded creature attacks each combat turn if able. Or combat if able. In games with more than 2 players, attacks a player other than you if able. So I guess this is these are all meant to be commander cards, aren't they, for the commander format generally, this set. There was lots of worried it would be have such a massive impact on his on more modern specifically, but I think it's more of a commander set, which is fair enough, I think, actually. Now let's have a look. Alright. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. So this isn't the Samwise we want. I don't think this is the good one. The ring tempts you. So Samwise the Stout-Hearted enters the battlefield. Choose up to 1 target permanent card your graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn. Return it to your hand. Then the ring tempts you. So this is our first the ring tempts you card. We won't go over it more than once because it's quite convoluted. There's no downside, so it's been a bit controversial, the ring tempting you. The ring bearer is legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Then it happens again. Whenever the ring bearer attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. And then whenever the ring bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature controls sacrifices at the end of combat. Whenever your ring bearer deals combat damage to a player, each opponent loses 3 life. Right, so you get an emblem marked the ring. You get an emblem named the ring if you don't have one. Then the emblem gains its next ability control. And you choose a creature you control to become or remain the ring bearer. So does it never get past 4 abilities? Yeah, I feel a bit ashamed that really. It's got Generous Ent. It's a 5 in green. Whenever James enters battlefield, creates a food token. Forest cycling. So I think the forest cycling is quite good for this card. I think people like that, especially for draft play or what have you. So we got Dunland Creebane. When Dunland Creebane enters battlefield, amass 2 orcs. Dunedane Blade. Equip creature gets +2/+1. Equip human, equip generally. Free. Equip human is cheap, it's 1. It's got the same problem as all the equipment because you have to pay basically its cast cost and its equip cost. The Galadrim Guide enters battlefield Scry 2. It's a free 4/4. Palagria Survive. Got loads of these names, haven't we? Human Peasants. You tap it for add 1 mana of any colour. Spend a mana to cast instant sorcery spells. And it's 5 and a blue, and you can tap it. Type play mills 3 cards. Okay. Number 2 dramatic costs 2, a regular and a blue. Stern Scolding. That's for when Pippin or Merry knocks something down the well. Counter-type creature spell, power toughness 2 or less. That's meant to be reasonably good. Scope for this one apparently. Good for Ragavan. Good guide. And what's the rare then? If it had been all the others, what's the rare? Aragorn Company Leader. Yes, it's a 1, a green and a white. Free. Human Ranger. Legendary creature. When the ring tempts you, if you choose a creature other than Aragorn, Company Leader as your ring bearer, puts a choice of a counter from among first strike vigilance, stuff such as lifelink on Aragorn. Then you put 1 or more counters on Aragorn. Put 1 of each of those kinds on counters onto 1 other target creature. So it's not too bad, that could work quite well. It's going to take a long time, this, isn't it? But it gets quicker as we go through the cards. Although there is quite a few cards. Okay, create 2 tap 1/1 white creature spirit tokens with flying. Glorfindel Dauntless Rescuer. Elf Noble, free 2. Whenever you scry, choose 1 and Glorfindel Dauntless Rescuer gets +1/+1 to end the turn. Glorfindel must be blocked if it's turn available. Can't be blocked with more than 1 creature. It's turn available, okay. Got Haradrim Spearmaster. 2 free. 2 in a red. It's got reach. Okay. Beginning of combat on your turn. Another type creature you control gets +1/+0 at the end of turn. Galadrim Bow, 2 in a green. Flash, regard your bird to the battlefield. Attaches type creature you control. Untap that creature. Creature gets +1/+2 and has reach. It's not too bad. Type creature +3/+2 at the end of turn. If it's legendary, it gains trample. That's Gimli's Fury. Woe's Pathfinder. Okay, if we had that one before, and it seems good. Add 1 mana of any colour. Tap it. No target gets +3/+3 against trample at the end of turn for 6 and a green. So it's just not as good as that elf one you've got. I forgot it's called with hexproof. That's in historic and all the others. The trample Olog High Crusher can't block unless you control a goblin or orc. Okay, nothing too dramatic with that one. So what's the rare? That's a 3 and a red for 4/4. Oh, here we go. Here's the Orcish Bowmasters, one of the touted best cards in the set. Flash, when Orcish Bowmaster enters the battlefield, and whenever an opponent draws a card, it's at the first one they draw in each turn. Each draw steps, Orcish Bowmaster does 1 damage to any target, then amass Orcs 1. So maybe this is meant to be really good against decks that draw loads of cards. They have Brainstorm, things like that. That's a very old card. Not legal in a lot of modern formats. So we got one of the best ones in the set, but whether it's any good in this set, I don't know. Got Old Man Willow, but it's only an uncommon, but this is a good one. It was one of the touted, what's it called? What did he call them? Something uncommons. Power tough equals number of lands you control. Whenever it attacks, you sacrifice another creature or token. When you do, tokens get an opponent controls gets -2/-2 at end of turn. Alright, so that's not bad. Okay, Bill Fernie, Bree Swindler. He's a 1 and a blue. Create a treasure token when he becomes blocked or target opponents gains control of target horse you control. If they do move Bill Fernie from combat and create 3 treasure tokens. I'm not sure about that one. Okay. More than Muster. You draw a card and lose 1 life. It's 1 and a black. Amass Orcs. 1. Greyhaven's Navigator, 2 and a blue. Flash, when Greyhaven's Navigator is battlefield, scry 1. It's a 3 and a 2. Eastling Vanguard. When it dies, amass Orcs 1. It's a 2/1. It costs 1 and a black. Errand Rider of Gondor, 2 and a white. It's a 3 and a 2. When Errand Rider of Gondor is battlefield, draw a card. And if you don't control a creature, put a card from your hand onto the bottom of your library. And the rare, almost forgot. Minas Tirith, or Minas Tirith. Legendary land. Right, it's not bad. Draw a card. That's only if you attack with 2 more creatures turn. So it's good for card draw, that. That's pretty good, that one, actually. Yeah, that'll be good in lots of white decks, I think, for sure. Alright, so got a lot of other new ones here. Horses of the Brunine. Return up to the one-type creature to their own hand. Scry 1, the ring tempts you. Well, we've got Shadowfax. Yes, Lord of Horses. Don't really remind me much of Shadowfax, that, from what I remember. It does look more like, I don't know. Not what I'd assume Shadowfax look like. It's got a bit too much pink on it, I think. Horse you control have haste. Whenever Shadowfax Lord of Horses attacks, you may put a creature card with lesser power from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Okay, it's a 4/4. It costs 3, a red and a white. Mirkwood Bats, 3 and a black, 2 and a 3. Flying. Whenever you create a sacrifice token, each opponent loses 1 life. Wizard's Rockets. So an artifact for 1 colourless. When Wizard's Rockets enters the battlefield, tapped. Well, so Wizard's Rockets enters the battlefield, taps. X and a tap. Sacrifice Wizard's Rocket. Add X mana in any combination of colours. When Wizard's Rockets is put into a grave on the battlefield, draw a card. Okay. Pippin's Bravery. Instant 1 green. You sacrifice a food. If you do, target gets +4/+4 instead of turn. And wise creature gets +2/+2. Shelob's Ambush, or Shelob. Target gets +1/+2 and gains Death Touch on turn. Create a food token. And Hifley Knots. Tap target creature, scry 1. Alright. What's the rare? Ooh, Mines of Moria. Mines of Moria enters the battlefield tapped. Let's control a legendary creature. Add a red. For 4 and a red. Exile 3 cards from your graveyard. Create 2 treasure tokens. Alright. Not sure if that's good or not. Alright, it's got Shire Terrace. To the common land, add a colourless mana. You can sacrifice it for 1, colourless, and search your life for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Alright, so Knights of Dol Amroth, 3 in a blue. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Knights of Dol Amroth. It's a 3/3. We've got Nimrodel, Watcher, 1 in a blue. Elf Scout, 2 in a 1. Whenever you scry Nimrodel, Watcher gets +1/+0 turn to turn. Card will block this turn. Its ability triggers only once each turn. Got a wild card there. Warbeast of Gorgoroth. Whenever Warbeast of Gorgoroth or another creature you control with power 4 greater dies, amass Orcs 2. This is 4 in a red and it's a 5/4. Got Ring Sight. 1 blue and a black. The ring tempts you. It's a sorcery. Search the library for a card that shows the colour of a legendary creature you control. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Got Bitter Downfall. Looks like Boromir's been shot. Instant, 3 and a black. Because 3 less to cast if it deals if it targets a creature with dealt damage this turn. If it targets a creature, its controller loses 2 life. Alright. And the red Pippin, Guard of the Citadel, Halfling Soldier. Yes. Legendary creatures, 2/2 for a blue and a white. Vigilance Ward 1. Another type creature if you tap it. Tap this creature. You control gains protection from the card tab of your choice to end a turn. Alright, good old Pippin. I thought there should be more flavour text on these cards, considering what's going on, but there we go. Alright. Okay, so got the Barrow Blade. It's an artifact equipment for 1. Equip creature +1/+1. Never equip creature blocks or becomes blocked by creature. That creature loses all abilities at end of turn. Brandywine Farmer. Halfling Peasants. It's a 2 and a green. It's a 1/1. When it instantly leaves the battlefield, create a food token. I think that's going to be pretty poor for 2. 1/1 for 2 and a green. Claim the Precious. A 1 and 2 black. Destroy target creature. The ring tempts you. That's a Smeagol when he's nicked the ring from his mate. I can't remember what it's called. Smite the Deathless. 1 and a red. Instant. Smite the Deathless. 3 damage target creature. Loses all this indestructible into turn. If the creature would die this turn, exile it instead. That's not bad. Potentially. If you're in Kingfisher, 2 and a blue. When if in Kingfisher dies, draw a card. 2 and a 1. And we got Inherited Envelope. It's a free artifact. It costs 3 colours mana. When it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Add 1 mana of any colour. Alright, File of Galadriel. It's a free, colours free, legendary artifact. If you draw a card while you have no cards in hand, draw 2 cards instead. You would gain life when you have 5 or more or less life, you gain twice as much life instead. And one mana of any colour. This is not terrible, but how often will that work? It's got to be some very specific decks that are built around that, I think. Alright. So getting some duplicates already. Ugluk of the White Hand. A 2, a black and a red. Legendary creature, Orc Soldier, free. Whenever another creature you control dies, put +1/+1 counter on Ugluk the White Hand. If the creature was a Goblin or Orc, puts 2 +1/+1 counters on instead. Improvised Club, say the least. It was like a troll or an ogre with a goblin. As additional cost to cast a spell, it's a 1 and a red and an instant. Sacrifice an artifact or creature, Improvised Club does 4 damage to any target. And we've got Erebor Flamesmith, a 1 and a red. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Erebor Flamesmith does 1 damage to each opponent. It's a creature for a 2 and a 1. Draw of Artificer. And doing a Dane Rangers. So I've had this one, but if we have a free and a green. Human Ranger 4/4. Whenever a land ends spell for control, if you don't control the ring bearer, the ring tempts you. We have Omer, Marshal of Rohan, 2 and a red. Human Knight, legendary creature, looks more like a dwarf in the picture, but obviously isn't. On horse, I guess. Whenever one or more attacking creature, legendary creatures you control die, untap all creature you control after this phase of additional combat phase. The ability triggers only once each turn. Alright. Haste 4/4. Not sure how good that is, but there we go. Alright. And we keep going. Okay, quite a few new cards here. Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold. 3 and a red. Legendary creature, Human Soldier, free. Whenever Erkenbrand or Lord of Westfold or another human spell under control, you just go +1/+1 to the end of turn. We've got Grima Wormtongue. Definitely looks like you'd imagine him too. Human Advisor, 2 and a black, 1/4. Your opponents can't gain life. Sacrifice another creature, top player is 1 life. The sacrifice creature was legendary, and Mass Orcs 2. Breaker of the Fellowship, 1 and a red. Sorcery, type creature an opponent controls deals damage equal to the power to another creature that player controls. The ring tempts you. You'd think it would remove the ring bearer as well. Maybe not, I don't know. Right. That might be a bit too bad, actually. Dreadful as a Storm, 2 and a blue. Instant. Target creature's base power and toughness 5/5 to end of turn. The ring tempts you. The Torment of Golem, 3 and a black. Sorcery. The type opponent reveals their hand. You choose an online card from it. That player discards that card. Amass 2 orcs. Alright, so it's sort of an expensive Fort Seas. You got the amass, I guess. Bewitching Leechcraft, 1 and a blue. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. When Bewitching Leechcraft enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has, if this creature would be tapped during your untap step, remove a +1/+1 counter on it instead. If you do, untap it. A bit complicated that one, but there we go. Do we do this one? Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold, 3 and a red. Human Soldier, free, legendary. Whenever Erkenbrand, Lord of Westfold, or human spell under control, creature control +1/+1 stand turn. I think we did say that one. Horn of Gondor, yes. Legendary artifact for free colourless. When Horn of Gondor enters the battlefield, create 1/1, a white 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Tap it for free. Colourless. Create X 1/1 white human creature tokens where X is the number of humans you control. All right. Okay. Alright, so, okay. Reprieve, instant, 1 and a white. Returns out, gets spell to its owner's hand, draw a card. That could be quite good, it's like a counter almost, isn't it? It's not bad. Right, deceive the messenger of counter. Yes, it is, isn't it? That, yeah, but he will be able to cast it again. Target creature gains -1, -3, -0, sorry, to the turn, the Mass Orcs 1. Deceive the messenger, 1 and the blue, it's just cost the blue. Esquire of the King, 1 white. Just cost a white. Human Soldier, 1/1. 4 and a white and tap. Creature control gain +1/+1 to end turn. Costs 2 less to activate if you control a legendary creature, which you probably will in this set. The Black Breath. Sorcery, 2 and a black. Creature opponent's control gain -1/-1 to end turn. Ring tempts you. On the rare, got some wild cards there. Mount Doom, legendary land. This one not too bad. Pay 1 life, add a black or a red. And it's a 1, a black and a red. Tap, Mount Doom deals 1 damage to each opponents. 5, a black and red. Sacrifice Mount Doom and a artifact. Choose up to 2 creatures, then destroy the rest. That's for instant sorcery. It's not bad, that. Pretty good card. It's a mythic as well. Alright, so we've got the Mirror of Galadriel. 2 colourless, legendary artifact. 5 and tap, scry 1 and draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each legendary creature you control. Book of Marzabul. It's a saga. 2 in a red. Amass Orcs for step 1. Amass Orcs 2, step 2. Creature control gain +1/+0 and gain menace on a turn for step 3. I guess it's okay. Urukai Berserker, 2 in a black. When it's about field, the ring tempt you, it's a 3 and a 2. Quarrel's End, 2 in a red. Sorcery. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and create a 1/1 white human creature soldier token. Nasty End. Instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. Draw 2 cards. If that creature was legendary, draw 3 cards instead. Is that Worm Tongue killing Sharky? Or someone anyway? It might be. I can't quite remember what happens there, but I think it's something like that. Okay, and Sharky being a bit of a spoiler here, so cover your ears. Saruman. The shout at the end of the book. Didn't happen in the films. Gimli, Mournful Avenger. 1 a green and a black. 1 a green and a red. Sorry. As your creature, dwarf warrior. 3 and a 2. Right, has indestructible as long as 2 more creatures died under your control this turn. Whenever another creature you control dies, put +1/+1 counter Gimli. When this ability resolves for the 3rd time this turn, Gimli fights up to 1 type creature you don't control. Not bad. Not quite powerful in the right decks. Okay. Slip on the Ring. 1 and a white. Instant. Exile type creature you own. Then return to battlefield under your control. The ring tempts you. Okay, it's not bad. It's a bit like an ephemerate, but costs a bit more expensive. Protector of Gondor. 3 and a white. Human Soldier 3/3. When Protector of Gondor enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Human Soldier creature token. Slip on the Ring, we've done that one. Friendly Rivalry. A red and a green. Instant target you control, and up to 1 target other legendary creature you control. Deal damage equal to the power to target creature you don't control. Right, so they both do that. Prince Imrahil of Fair. Or Prince Imrahil the Fair. White and blue. Legendary creature human noble 2/2. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Ledger Shredder in some respects, but for token decks, I guess. Okay, There and Back Again Saga. 3 a red and a red. This is basically The Hobbit. That's what There and Back Again was called. Or its subtitle. Or the name it was Bilbo gave it. Right, into battlefield. After you draw step, add a law counter, sacrifice after 3. Okay, let's just explain it. Okay, first step, up to 1 type creature you can't block as long as you control There and Back Again. The ring tempts you. Number 2, search your library for a mountain card, put it onto battlefield tapped. Number 3, create a Smaug. Or Smog. A legendary 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying, haste, and when this creature dies, create 14 treasure tokens. That's not bad, but it's quite expensive to get in play that, and then you're just going to have to wait 3 turns. Alright, I think that's it. I don't have time to open all the other ones. It's going to take a while, this, isn't it? Okay, Shire Scarecrow, 2 artifact creature, 0/3, defender. Cost +1, add 1, well, for 1, add 1 mana of any colour. Activate only once each turn. Might be reasonable, that, reasonable. It's a defender as well, I guess. Not bad, that, it's not terrible. Soldier of the Grey Host, 3 and a white. Creature, Spirit Soldier, 2/2, flash, flying. When Soldier of the Grey Host enters the battlefield, target creature gains +2/+2 to end a turn. Eowyn, Lady of Rohan. Oh yes, 2 and a white. Legendary creature, human noble, 2/4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gains your choice of first strike or vigilance to end a turn. If the creature is equipped, it gains first strike and vigilance to end a turn instead. Equip creatures, equipped abilities, and activate costs 1 less to activate. Okay, and we've got Theoden, King of Rohan. A 1, a black, and a white. Whenever Theoden, King of Rohan, another human enters the battlefield under control, target creature gains double strike at the end of turn. 2 and a 3. Okay, and we've got 1 ring to rule them all saga. 2 and a black. Ring tempts you for step 1, and each player mills cards equal to the ring bearer's power. Then 2, destroy all non-legendary creatures. 3, destroy. Each opponent loses 1 life for each creature card in that player's graveyard. Might not be too bad, that one, in some respects, some ways. Okay, so only open 13 packs. We should get quicker now that we won't get as many repeats. Stew the Connies. So we get two in a green. Target creature control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Create a food token. Shower of Arrows. 2 in a green. Instant. Destroy target artifact, determine or creature with flying. Scry 1. Mirkwood Spider. 1 green. Presumably it doesn't have reach. Look at that. Death Touch. When a Mirkwood Spider attacks, target legendary creature you control gains Death Touch turns a turn. I thought all spiders had reach. Could be wrong there. Revive the Shire. It's 1 in the green. Sorcery. Turns out a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Create a food token. And a rare Legolas Master Archer. 1 green. Elf Archer. Reach. 1 and a 4. 1 toughness. 1 power to 4 toughness. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Legolas, Master Archer puts a +1/+1 count on Legolas. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you don't control, Legolas deals damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Okay, wow, look at this. Long list of events. It's a saga for 1 green. It's got 6 chapters. Note a creature type that hasn't been noted for long list of the ends. When you cast your next creature spell that type this turn, that creature enters battle with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Alright. Okay, I guess it's thematically quite good. When build a pony enters the battlefield, it's a 3 and a green, a 3 and a white, sorry. It's a legendary creature, a horse. 1 and a 4. When build a pony enters the battlefield, create 2 food tokens, sacrifice a food. On turn to turn, target which controls assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Might be good in those reverse decks you get, or some of the commandery brawl decks you get the same thing. Bombadil Song, 1 and a green, instant. Target creature control gets +1/+1 against hexproof turn to turn. Ring tempts you. Mordor Trebuchet, 2 and a black. Artifact creature wall, 1 and a 4, defender. Whenever you attack with 1 or more goblins and or orcs, create a 2/1 colourless construct. Artifact creature token with flying named Basilisk Boulder that's tapped and attacking. Sacrifice it at the end of combat. That's quite good, isn't it? So that's the creature, just the the boulder itself. That's quite interesting. And the rare got Pippin again. Alright, so we've got a duplicate rare ready. Okay. Alright, so new ones here. We got Sam's Desperate Rescue, 1 black. Just literally a black. Sorcery turns out creature card from the graveyard to your hand. The ring tempts you. That's not necessarily bad. Quite a good way to get stuff back. Tuck Reaper, 1 and a white. Halfling Peasant creature, 2 and 2/1. When it dies, ring tempts you. Starling Warg, 3 and a black. Creature Wolf, 3/4. Menace, as long as you control a Goblin or Orc. Starling Warg gains 1 and +1/+0. Oh yeah, I think Rosie somebody is one of the chase ones as well, isn't it? Rosie somebody. With the Watcher in the Water, 3 blue. Legendary creature Crackin. This is from the Lord of the Rings, I don't remember this. 9/9. When the Watcher in the Water enters the battlefield tapped with 9 stun tokens on it. Whenever you draw a card during your turn, create a 1/1 blue tentacle creature token. Whenever a tentacle control dies and tap up to 1 target Kraken, put a stun counter up to 1 target non-land permanent. Right, when it becomes tapped, remove. When it would become tapped, remove a stun counter instead. Alright. You just don't tap it then, is that correct? Interesting. Okay. So you don't, you only remove the stun counters when you untaps, I guess, or when something would tap it. Okay, interesting. Alright, only 1 new one this time. Goblin Fire Leaper, 1 and a red. Goblin Warrior, 1/1. And for 1 and a red, Goblin Fire Leaper gains +1/+0 turn to turn. When it dies, it deals damage to its power to target creature and opponent controls. Moria Marauder, 2, well, a red basically. Goblin Warrior, double strike. It's a 1 and a 1. Whenever a Goblin Orc you control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your library, you may play a card this turn. I think that's going to be quite a good one as well for Goblin decks. Okay. Cooking on gas now. Sort of. Goth Mog, Morgul Lieutenant. Free and a black. Legendary creature, human soldier, free. Whenever when Goth Morg or Lieutenant enters battlefield, a Mass Orcs 1, creature tokens you control have Death Touch. We got Serif Ungo Patrol, 4 and a black, creature Orc Soldier, 4/5. For 1 and tap, sacrifice another creature, draw a card and create a food token. Alright. Giving it food for Shelob, I take it. Fog on the Barrow Downs, 2 and a white, enchantment aura, enchant creature is a spirit and can't attack or block. A bit like a pacifism, what have you. Got Prince Imhil of the Fair, but we've already had him. The rare, -2, already had that, it's a good one to get twice. Stalwarts of Osgiliath, 4 and a white, creature human soldier, 4/3. When it enters the battlefield, ring tempts you. Whenever you draw a second card each turn, puts a +1/+1 counter on it. Quite a few of those in this one, so seems to be a popular mechanic that they're going on. Saruman the White, oddly blue, 4 and a blue. Legendary creature avatar wizard, ward 2. Whenever you cast the second spell each turn, amass orcs 2. Quite expensive though. Another Legolas. I've got this one down here as well. Mirror Guardian, 2 and a green. Creature dwarf soldier, 4/2. When it dies, the ring tempts you. Alright. Okay. Ranger's Firebrand, 1 red. Sorcery. Deals 2 damage to the target, the ring tempts you. Arwen's Gift, 3 in a blue. Spell costs 1 less to cast. If you control 2 more legendary creatures, scry 2, then draw 2 cards. Battle-scarred Goblin, 1 and a... Looks like a strange deformed cat. 1 and a red. 2/2. Whenever Battle-scarred Goblin comes blocked, deals 1 damage to each creature blocking it. Soothing of Smeagol, 1 and a blue. Instant. Returns that non-token creature to its owner's hand. The ring tempts you. We've got Fangorn Tree Shepherd, 4 and a green. Legendary creature Tree Folk, 4/10. Tree Folk you control have Vigilance. Whenever 1 or more Tree Folk you control attack, add twice that much green mana. You don't lose unspent green mana as the steps and phases end. Alright. How many it keeps to your next turn? Not sure if it does. Alright, there we go. Good defender, good for that, reversing the power and toughness as well. Muhur Uruk High Captain, a black and a red. Menace, 1 or more +1/+1 counters will be put on an army. Goblin or Orc you control, put that many +1 instead. It's a 2/2. Then we've got Ents Fury, 1 and a green. What's going on? Is that an Orc being crushed? Or an Ogre maybe? Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control if it's power 4 or greater. Then that creature gets +1/+1 till the end of turn and fights target creature you don't control. We've got Rising of the Day, a 2 and a red enchantment. The creatures you control have haste. Legendary creatures you control get a +1/+0. And the rare. Oh, it's just a wild card. Okay, nothing exciting. Mythic wild card. Alright, Rothfarim Lancer, 1 red. Human Knight, 1/1. When it has Menace, when it dies, ring tempts you. Relentless Rothfarim, a 3 and a red. Human Knight, 4/3. When it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. And the rare is Gloin again. I think we already had Gloin, haven't we? Yeah. We'll delay that. Okay. Oath of the Grey Host. So Saga, 3 and a black. Number 1. You and target opponent each create a food token. Number 2. Each opponent loses 3 life. Create a food treasure token. Create 3 tap 1 more white creature spirit tokens with flying on number 3. Bit rubbish that you and your opponent get a food token. That seems a bit poor. Don't think that's going to do very well. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. 3 and a blue. Wizard seems to be blue. I wonder if the blue wizards are in it. Flash, Avatar Wizard 2/4. You may cast all spells as though they had flash. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you chose a creature other than Gandalf, Friend of the Shire is your ring bearer, draw a card. Alright, Lorien revealed, 3 blue. Draw 3 cards, Island Cycling. Not bad. Discard this card 6 life for an island card, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle. So it's pretty good though, it's not bad. Worth looking into. Good for sealed play and draft. Birthday Escape, 1 blue. Sorcery, draw a card, the ring tempts you. Okay. And the rare, -2 again. Got 3 of those now. Not sure if we want 3 of them, but we've got them. Maybe that's too many, I don't know. Okay, Rush the Room. 1 red, it's an instant. Type creatures +1/+0 and gains first strike on turn. If it's under Goblin Orc, gain haste as well. Frodo Baggins, yes, look at that. A green and a white, legendary creature halfling scout. Whenever Frodo Baggins or another legendary creature enters the battlefield under control, the ring tempts you. As long as Frodo is your ring bearer, it must be blocked if able. Alright. Okay. Right, 1 free. Okay, yep. Alright, Strider, Ranger of the North, 2, a red and a green, legendary creature, human ranger. Landfall, whenever land is battlefield under control, target is +1/+1 to end of turn, target creature gets that. Then if that creature has power 4 or greater, it gains first strike. It's a 4/4. 4/4 could be alright. And the rare. Oh, the Palantir of Orthanc. It's 3 colourless mana legendary artifact. Beginning of your end step, puts an influence counter on the Palantir of Orthanc and scry 2. The type opponent may have you draw a card. If that player doesn't, you mill X cards, where X is the number of influence counters on Palantir of Orthanc. And that player loses life equal to the total mana value of those cards. That could be a really good one, that. Okay, Shortcut to Mushrooms. 1 and a green, enchantments. When Shortcut to Mushrooms enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Beginning of your end step, if a permanent control left the battlefield this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Westfold Rider, 1 and a white, 3/1. Sacrifice the Westfold Rider. Westfold Rider, destroy target artifact of enchantment. And activate and uses sorcery. Surrounded by orcs, 3 and a green. 3 and a blue, rather. Sorcery, amass orcs 3. Then target player mills X cards, where X is the amassed army's power. Gandalf the Grey, yes. 3 blue and a red. It's a 3/4. Legendary Avatar Wizard. Strange how he's Gandalf is blue and strange colours, but anyway, I guess it's grey in this case. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, choose one that has been chosen. You may tap or untap type permanent. Gandalf the Grey does 3 damage to its opponent. Copy target instant sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Put Gandalf on top of its owner's library. Okay. Alright, so we've got Troll of Khazad-dûm, 5 and black, creature troll, 6/5. Troll of Khazad-dûm can be blocked by 3 or more creatures, swamp cycling 1. Great Hall of the Citadel, a land, add a colourless mana by tapping it, or 1 and a tap, add 2 mana in combination of colours. Spend this mana only to cast legendary spells. Escape from Orthanc, 1 white, instance, target creature gets +1/+3 and gains flying until end of turn, tap it. And the rare, a wild card. Alright, we got, Grishnak, Brass Instigator, 2 and a red. Legendary creature, Goblin Soldier, 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, amass orcs 2. When you do, until end turn, you gain control of target non-legendary creature and opponent controls with power less than or equal to the amass orcs' power. Untap that creature, gains haste until end of turn. Could be quite good in one of these amass type decks or what have you. Now, got an enchantment, Tale of Tinuviel, 3 and 2 white. Step 1, target creature control is indestructible for as long as you control Tale of Tinuviel. Number 2, return target creature card go to the battlefield. And number 3, up to 2 target creature control, each gain lifelink until end of turn. Orcish Medicine, 1 and a black instant, target creature control. Target creature your choice, or gets, target creature gains the choice of lifelink when disrupted end of turn, amass orcs 1. Rally at the Hornburg, 1 and a red, sorcery, create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, humans control, gain haste and end of turn. And the rare, Eomer Marshal of Rohan. I think we've had him, haven't we? Got some good ones so far, though. Definitely got some good, reasonable cards. We've got some of the Orc Archers and -2 if, and they're the 2 we wanted so much so far. Willow Wind, 4 and a blue. Creature Elemental, flying when Willow Wind is battlefield, scry 2. It's a 3/4. And we also got as a rare more Orcish Bowmasters, yes. Okay, that's a good one to have. That's the chase rare that we were talking about, one of them. Okay, Council's Deliberation, 1 in the blue. Draw a card for instant. Whenever you scry, if you control an island, you may exile Council's Deliberation from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card. And we've got Fall of Care Andros, 2 in a red. Enchantment, whenever creature an opponent controls dealt excess non-combat damage, amass Orcs X, where X is that creature's damage. Where's the excess damage? 7 in the red. Fall of Care Andros deals 7 damage to target creature. Alright. Okay. Golem, Patient Plotter, 1 in the black. Legendary creature, halfling horror, 3 in a 1. When Golem, Patient Plotter leaves the battlefield, ring tempts you. And for 1, sacrifice a creature, return Golem from your graveyard to your hand. Activate only as a sorcery. Might not be too bad. Lost the Legend. In fact, yeah, is that similar to the Cat of 1, bit more expensive though. Lost Legend, 2 white. Put target non-land historic permanent into its owner's library, 4 from the top. Not sure if that's any good or not. Don't might be in some situations. Gimli's Axe, 2 in a red. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature has +3/+0 as long as equipped creature is legendary. It has Menace, equipped 2. Costs you 5 in total unless you equip it for free. Captive Umbar, 2 in a blue. Human Pirates, 2 in a free. Draw a card, discard a card for 1 and a tap. And the rare. Storm of Saruman, 4 and 2 blue. Enchantment, ward free. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. You may choose a new target for that copy. A copy permanent spell becomes a token. Alright, well, that's not bad if it's not legendary. Could be interesting. Okay. Now we have Bag End Porter for 3 in the green. Creature dwarf. Whenever Bag End Porter attacks, it gets +1, it gets +X/+X. Turns a turn where X is the number of legendary creature you control. It's a 3 in the green, and it's a 4/4. We've got Eomir of Ridden Mark. Can't quite, oh yeah, couldn't make out the horse there. 4 in a red. Legendary creature Human Knight, 5/4. Haste, whenever Eomir of Ridden Mark attacks, you draw a creature with the greatest power among creatures on the battlefield. Create a 1/1 white Humor soldier creature token. And second breakfast, that sounds good to me. Looks lovely that. 2 in a white. Up to 2 target creatures each get +2/+1 end turn, create a food token. Interesting. Don't look like hobbits there, look more like elves there, to be honest with you. Well, there you go. Frodo Sauron's Bane, 1 white. Legendary creature, halfling citizen, 1/2. Sort of combined mana, what do you call it? I can't remember what it's called now. It's a white or a black and a white or a black. If Frodo Sauron's Bane is citizen, it becomes a halfling scout with base power and toughness, 2/3 and lifelink. If it's a scout for 3 black, it becomes a halfling rogue. With whenever this creature does combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. If the ring has tempted you 4 more times this game, otherwise the ring tempts you. Wow. So there's definitely some shenanigans you get up to this ring tempting you, isn't there? Beyond my abilities to work out at the moment, but definitely is possible. Okay. Enrage Huron, 4 on the green. Creature street folk, 4/5. Trample. Enrage Huron enters battlefield, the ring tempts you. So you could blink a few creatures here with that other spell from before to get the ring tempting you quicker. Put our creature into its owner's library second from the top. This is Isolation of All Thank, 3 in blue. And the rare, Goldberry, River Daughter, 1 in the blue. Legendary creature Nymph, 1/3. Tap it, move a counter of each kind not on Goldberry. River Daughter from another type permanent you control onto Goldberry. And a blue and a tap, move 1 or more counters from Goldberry onto another type permanent control. If you do, draw a card. Sounds interesting. Alright. Oh, interesting. It's Goldberry. Is that Tom Bombadil's daughter? I can't remember. Okay. Grond, the Gatebreaker, 3 in a black. It's an artifact, legendary artifact vehicle, 5/5. Trample. As long as it's your turn and you control an army, Grond, the Gatebreaker, is an artifact creature. Crew 3. Okay. Nimble Hobbit, 1 in a white. Creature halfling peasant. Doing a drop kick on someone. 1 in a 3. When it attacks, you may sacrifice food or pay 2 in a white. When you do, tap target creature and opponent controls. It's drop kick them. Now for Wrath, now for Ruin, 3 in a white. Sorcery, put +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. They gain vigilance turn. The ring tempts you. We got Sharky Tyrant of the Shire. Saruman in disguise. Sorry, spoilers there. A 2, a blue and a black. Legendary creature, Avatar Rogue. I gave a spoiler warning before. Well, if it's, you know, I think you probably would know about the Lord of the Rings by now. And it wasn't in the films anyway, so it's not a spoiler for the films. Legendary creature, Avatar Rogue. Activated abilities of lands your opponent's control can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. It's a 2/4, by the way. Did I say 2 and a blue and a black? Sharky Tyrant of the Shire. Has all active abilities of lands your opponent's control except mana abilities. That's interesting. Mana of any type can be spent to activate Sharky's abilities. Interesting. Right, 20 more packs to go. Mushroom Watchdogs. 1 and they're green. That's the one's looking up when Pippin nicks them or Merry. Creature Dog 2/2. Sacrifice the food. Put a +1/+1 count on Mushroom Watchdogs. It gains Vigilance end of turn. Activating as a sorcery. I think Vigilance is a good one for a dog. Glorious Gale, 1 and a blue. Instant, counter-type creature spell. If it was legendary spell, the ring tempts you. Peregrine Took, or Pippin, 2 and a green. I'm sure that looks much like Flash Thompson and Pippin. Legendary creature, Halfling Citizen, 2 and a 3. One more tokens will be created under your control. Those tokens plus an additional food token are created instead. Sacrifice 3 foods, draw a card. We've got Sting, the Glinted Dagger, 2 colourless, legendary artifact equipment. Equip creature +1. Equip creature gets +1/+1 as haste. Beginning of each combat and tap target untap equip creature. Equip creature has first strike as long as it's blocked, or blocking or blocked by a goblin or orc. Okay. Equip 2. Guess that makes sense. Okay, Gift of Strands, 3 and a green. Enchantment Aura, Flash. Enchant a creature. When Gift of Strands is about field, scry 2. Enchant creature gets +3/+3. Alright. That's 3 and a green, I think I might have said. We've got Sting again. There we go. We're getting quite a few repeats now, even on the rares. Morgul Knife Wound. 1 and a black. Looks horrible. Enchantment Aura, is that the one that Frodo gets at one point? Enchanted creature gets +3, -0, and as at the beginning of your upkeep, exile this creature unless you pay 2 life. And Faramir Field Commander, 3 and a white, legendary creature, human soldier, 3/3. Beginning of your end step, if a creature died or you control this turn, draw a card. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you choose a creature other than Faramir, Field Commander is your ring bearer. Create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Cast into the fire. Alright. And 1 and the that's weird artwork there. Sort of seems to be a combination of a few things. 1 and the red, instant. Choose 1. Cast fire deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures. Exile target artifact, which is the ring probably. And the rare, Sauron's Ransom, a 1, a blue and a black, instant. Choose an opponent. They look at the top 4 cards of your library and separate them into 2 face-down piles. Into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. Put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. The ring tempts you. Interesting. I split you choose, sort of. The Mouth of Sauron. Oh, look of Sauron there. Looks good, actually. Possibly better than in the film, I think. I like the way he's human. Looks a bit more interesting. Or human-esque. 3, a blue and a black. Legendary creature, human advisor, 3 and a 4. When the Mouth of Sauron enters the battlefield, target player mills 3 cards. That means it's not actually Sauron. Then the mass Orcs X, where X is the number of instant sorcery cards in that player's graveyard. Melandur, Swift Saviour. It's a 3 and a blue. Legendary creature, Bird Soldier, 3/3, flying. When it deals common damage to play, it's up to 1 type creature you own, then returns to the battlefield you control. So that could be good for ring tempting you shenanigans. Rare Goldberry again. Okay. Lash of the Balrog. 1 black. Sorcery, additional cost to cast this spell. Sacrifice a creature or pay 4. Destroy target creature. Not sure that's very good. Seems quite expensive. It is only 1 black, but the rest of it's a bit harsh. Call of the Ring. Yes. That's the artwork on the collector booster boxes, I think. 1 and a black enchantment. Beginning you upgrade, the ring tempts you. That's quite good. You can do it a few times. Whenever you choose a creature as your ring bearer, you may pay 2 life. If you do draw a card, that's quite good for that one where if the rings tempt you 4 times, you win the game, whatever it was. Well, a lot of things would be, I guess. No new ones here. Not even the Moria Marauder. That's the one we've had before as well. Right, East Farthing Farmer, 2 and a white, creature halfling peasant. When enters the battlefield, create a food token. When you do, target creature you control gets +1/+1 for each turn to turn for each food you control. A 2 and a 3. Human halfling peasant. And the rare, just a wild card. Alright, Stone of Eric, costs 1 colourless, legendary artifact. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. 2 and a tap, sacrifice Stone of Eric, exile type player's graveyard, draw a card. Okay, and many partings, 1 green, sorcery, search library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle, create a food token. Lothlorien Lookout, 1 and a green, whenever Lothlorien Lookout attacks, scry 1. And the rare, wasn't really paying attention to those actually. None of them massively took my eye, but who knows, yeah. Elrond, Massive Healing, 2 green and a blue. Elf Noble, legendary creature, 4/4. Whenever you scry, plus a +1/+1 count on each of up to X type creatures, where X is number of cards looked at while scrying this turn, or this way. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 count on it becomes the target of a spell or ability your opponent controls, you may draw a card. Alright, okay. We've got 12 packs left. Banish from Edoras. Is that Wormtongue, or is that? I don't know if it's Wormtongue. Is it the guy from -2? Or -2. 4 and a white, sorcery, spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a tap creature, exile type creature. Quite expensive. We've got to Celeborn the Wise, 3 and a green, legendary creature, Elf Noble, 3/3. Whenever you take one or more else, scry 1. Whenever you scry, Celeborn the Wise gets +1/+1. On a turn for each card looked at while scrying this way. Alright. There might ever be more than 1. Okay. Don't quite get that. Maybe it can somehow. Right. Born Upon a Wind, 1 and a blue. Instant. You may cast spells. This turn instead you had flash. Draw a card. Okay. Nothing new there. Code of Sour and Spain. That's not new either. The halfling or the citizen sound effect doesn't quite work there, does it? In that context. Nothing new here. Got -2 again. We've got 4 of those. I'm sure we wouldn't need... It's a legendary land. I don't think we want 4 of them. Maybe we would. I don't know. Gore Bag of Minas Morgul, or Minas Morgul, 1 and a black. Legendary creature, Orc Soldier, 2/2. Whenever a Goblin Orc you control deals damage to a player, combat damage, you may sacrifice it. When you do, choose 1. Draw a card, create a treasure token. And we got Saruman's Trickery, 1 blue. Counter spell, Amass Orcs 1. Don't look like orcs, they look more like mini ogres, those. Oh, the Balrog, Dorian's Bane, 5. Yes, a black and a red. Legendary creature, Avatar Demon, 7/5. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent sacrifice this turn. Haste. The Balrog, Dorian's Bane can be looked at by creatures, by legendary creatures. When Balrog dies, destroy target artifacts or creature and opponent controls. Alright, nice. Sacrifice stuff to make it cheaper. Only 8 packs left. Gandalf's Sanction, 1 a blue and a red. Sorcery, deals X damage to target creature where X is the number of instant sorcery cards in your graveyard. X is damage dealt to that creature's controller instead. And the rare, Store of Saruman. I think we've had that one. Yep. Chance Met Elves, 2 and a green. Elf Warrior, 3/2. Whenever you scry, puts a +1/+1 counter Chance Met Elves. This ability triggers only once each turn. That they met them on the way to just travelling about, I think, wasn't it? With the Fellowship of the Ring. Flame of Anor, 1 a blue and a red. Instant, choose 1. If you're a wizard as you cast a spell, you may choose 2 instead. Type player draws 2 cards, destroy target artifact. Flame of Anor deals 5 damage to target creature. Only 6 left. Okay, Landrovel, Horizon Witness, 4 and a white. Whenever 2 more creatures you control attack a player, attacking creature without flying gains flying until end of turn. 3 and a 4. Alright. And the rare. The Shire. Yes, we got another nice land one. The Shire enters the battlefield tapped. Does you control legendary creature? Add 1 green for tapping it. 1 on the green. Tap an untapped creature you control. Gain a food token. I don't think it's the strongest one of the lot. I think the other ones are better, aren't they? So, yeah. Oh, what? 5 left. Okay, Oliphant. 5 and a red. 6/4. Trample elephant creature. Whenever elephant attacks, another type creature control gets +2/+0 and gains trample at end of turn. Mountain cycling 1. Not bad. We got Lotho Crook Sheriff. Alright, I think that's a white and a black. 2/1. Isn't that from... I'm not sure. Isn't that from The Hobbit? It might not be. Halfling Rogue. Whenever a player casts a second spell each turn, use 1 life and create a treasure token. I'm not sure if it is actually from The Hobbit, but I feel like it is. Right, Hobbit Sting. 1 and a white. Instant. Hobbit Sting deals X damage to target creature where X is the number of creatures you control plus the number of foods you control. Interesting. Strange that. I mean, surely that's just the weapon. Why is it an instant as well? Same Vanor. So that feels like that should be the ability on the weapon rather than something separate. Only 3 more packs. We had 3 extra basically, so we've opened 53, I think. Elven Farsight, 1 green, sorcery, scry 3. Then you may reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature, draw. If it's a creature card, draw a card. So you can arrange your top of your deck with scry 3. That's what it allows you to do. Look at the top 3 cards and put them back. Put any number at the bottom of your library. Well, look at the top 3 cards of your library and put any number of them on the bottom of your library, and the rest on top in any order, so you can make sure it's a creature card, hopefully. Oh, Rosie Cotter of South Lane, 2 and a white. I think this is the one that's really good. Creature, legendary creature, halfling peasant, 1/1. When Rosie Cotter of South Lane enters battlefield, creates a food token. Whenever you create a food token, put a +1/+1 counter type creature control other than Rosie. So there's some, I think that coupled with Samwise Gamgee, I think, which we haven't got, the one we need. I think you can, or I think it was Scurry Oak actually. I think you put it on Scurry Oak, it's an infinite combo, I think. And that's what I was thinking. I think Samwise Gamgee's involved somewhere for something. Mithril Coat, 3 colorless, legendary artifact equipment, flash, indestructible. When enters the battlefield, attach target legendary creature control. Equipped creature has indestructible. Yes, that's getting around the poorness of equipment, isn't it? By the fact you have to usually equip it. These automatically get equipped. Obviously, you have to re-equip it sometimes, so. If the creature dies. Swarming of Moria, create a treasure token, a Mass Orcs 2 and a red. And the Shire. Okay, we've already had that one. Right, last pack. Make it a good one. And nothing new. But we have got Fall of Kerandros. I think we already had that one though. Yeah. Alright, there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. What I'll probably do is a part 2 and I'll open all these. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed that one. Interesting one. Got some good cards there. Can we see the set collection? 66%, so you can see it there. Not bad there. 99 out of 103 commons, 56 out of 88 uncommons, 30 out of 74 rares, 6 out of 22 mythic rares. And there's the total of each colour underneath that as well. 39 white out of 63, 43 out of 59 blue, 38 out of 70 black, 43 out of 62 red, 37 out of 60 green, and 18 out of 28 colourless. I don't know how it combines multicoloured ones or what have you, but there we go. There we go. Hybrid Man is what I was thinking of before as well with Frodo's cards. Alright guys, so we enjoyed that one. Interesting one there. Got some good cards. Keep us going, that's for sure. I quite like the set symbol there as well. The ring looks pretty good. I'm assuming that's the actual Elvish on there as well. But yeah, take care guys. See you next time. Good luck. Bye for now.